Hello, and thank you for joining us today on our Lightworker Secret to Success YouTube channel. Today is February the 8th. My goodness, it's always going so quickly. Today we thought it's just the three of us. It's Colette's here with us, and Adam and myself. Amanda and Rebecca couldn't be here today, so we were going to talking about the importance of our tribe. And so we thought we'd kind of just share with you our ideas about how important that is, and how much having a tribe really supports you, right? Because your tribe is going to be, there may not be family. They may, we call it, sometimes we call it chosen family, my heart and I, because it's spelled with a PHA, because it's people you pick. But there are people who are just, they're there for you. You know, they're there for you to bounce ideas off of, to share disappointments with, successes with, and you know they always just they're just always going to be there to listen to you. And that support is so important. And when you have a tribe like that, then you've got people who you're on the same page. You may not have all the exact same ideas, but you're on the same page so many times. You're on the same even vibrational level. And so that's what kind of our focus is today. Do you want to share, Colette, your ideas along that line?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Yeah, for me, my tribes, because I have a few of them, have been just so important the last few years. I was always someone who was super independent, who thought I could just do everything on my own. I didn't need anyone for a long time. And then I realized, like, pretty much, like, I just work a lot better when I have people to support me. And I always have, even if I didn't want to admit it. And so like the last year, I have all my tribes are online, and I don't know what I would have done without them, because the mastermind group, that like this group that we have this video with, my mastermind group has just always supported me, and helped encourage me. It's so easy when I'm working on my own to maybe put things off or not do them. And so just having this group to keep me accountable and encourage me has been so important. The last 3 years I've been with this group. And then the last year I've been with another group as well, for coaching in the shadow work community. And that's just been so important to have that support, to have people when because like basically this last year was traumatizing for everyone in some way. Some people less so than others, but I mean, just the fact, a lot of people are in lockdown. There's just so much going on in the world. Like last year was just kind of this, eye-opening, crazy year with just one thing after another. And just to know, even if we don't all necessarily agree, the fact that we can have an opinion and share it with each other and just be supported in the fact, that we have that opinion, it just makes all the difference in the world when everyone's fighting and there's so much chaos. So for me, it's just been so important. And I'm sorry about the background noise. It's always like that. I don't know what it is about being on a call that all of a sudden there's noise everywhere. But yeah, so just, yeah. And then also with my energy work, I have a tribe with them. So I meet with people from my Access Consciousness community, and we get together actually in person. And we trade energy sessions with each other and just things like that. It's just so important in any time, I think, but especially now with all the polarity in the world, to have people that have your back no matter what. So, yeah.
Cool.
I so agree, and I like what you said about the being able to have the opinions, right? Because there's not that judgment, or it's like, why do you think that? It's like, no, it's just like, oh, okay, well, tell me, like share with me what why you're thinking that, and it's not it's a right or wrong answer. It's just like wanting that reflection and wanting to, because I've learned a lot of things that before I wouldn't have considered just by sharing ideas with other people. So I totally get that. How about you, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, right along with like Colette's saying is, um, you know, one of the dangers of being with a tribe too is sometimes the opposite. So, you know, you think about a tribe can also be called a cult, right? And cult leaders lead people down a dangerous path without them realizing it or asking them questions, or having them discern for themselves on, you know, what they want to follow. It's like, you know, do this. And so, you know, I like being around tribes that aren't all followers, that we're all leaders. And that's really the tribe that I've been attracted to, is people that are leaders, and I don't even know if they know it yet. And being around that type of energy, around natural born leaders that, you know, in one form or another, whether they realize it or not, have led, and they can ask the important questions, they can ask the tough questions, they can also separate themselves if something doesn't quite feel right, they can also challenge you know, the the status quo, or what, you know, someone's saying or what someone isn't saying. And so that's really the tribe that I know that I've attracted, and that I really like being around. You know, being in this lockdown situation, I mean, for me, nothing really changed a whole lot anyways. So I'll just be honest. I mean, I was on my computer before that anyways. I go out and I work out when I want to work out. I mean, I don't get to go to gyms and work out now, but so I just find ways to work out at home. Not a big deal. I used to do that at home anyways. I go for runs, bike rides. Well, not bike rides in the winter time, but I go running in the winter still. So not a whole lot has changed, but you know, I'm also very cognizant and aware of other people that don't have this and didn't have this kind of support system set up. And you know, if you don't have that, I can only imagine how difficult it would be. You know, you can only talk to, you know, your family for so long before you start to get annoyed with them. You can only talk to your inner circle so long before you start to get annoyed with them. Um, and you know, it's just refreshing to be around the people that I associated with, that I now consider my inner circle, that I trust explicitly, with every aspect of my life. And so, I guess bottom line is, if you don't have a tribe, or you don't even know what we're talking about, chances are you probably need to find a tribe, and find, you know, just write some things down that are important to you, I guess would be the number one thing I would recommend. You know, write some things down of other like-minded groups that you would like to be around, and see if you can attract that group to you, so that you can start to be around them. And you know, a lot of people equate it to money or different things, but it doesn't have to be about money. It can be about other things. And when you find that group of people that, um, I wanted to say a word, but I don't want to say that word. When you find a group that can lift you up and bring out your leadership qualities, and bring you to a higher level than what you are now, there's not a better feeling. Well, there might be some better feelings, but it is one of the great feelings in this world, when you're around a group of people like that, and they can really, not only do they raise you up, but you also raise the bar on them. And when you can kind of play that game, it's exciting to be around, and it's exciting to be in that kind of energy. So I would just write down some qualities and characteristics if you don't have a tribe, or if you want to even have a new tribe. Clut's got three, and I'm kind of jealous that she has three. I think I only have one, well, maybe two. Yeah, two, and they're kind of all intermixed anyway. So kind of jealous that she has three. So I think I'm gonna have to go get another one just to tie her.
I love what you said. I think the other part for me that's important is like what you said. Write down the qualities that you want. There needs to be, and it's tribes are instantaneous. You have to. It's like anything. You're building relationships, right? But there should be some things in there that are just going to be. You have that understanding. Like if they build you up, if they're tearing you down all the time, that's not your tribe. Because so many times that's who we hang around with, as just because that's family, people so that ability to have people who are going to understand you, they're going to resonate with you, they're going to, be your cheerleaders. But they're also going to be the ones who say, yeah, that's not a good choice,
Mhm.
And to me, a tribe is somebody I can be vulnerable with. Because if you can't be yourself, then you have to really look at it. Is that really your tribe?
Mhm.
You know, because that's to me that's an important as being on that. I don't want to be somebody else just to be around with somebody. I don't want to hang with somebody just to be somebody I'm not.
Mhm.
So it's something you can be genuinely you with. I think is what's really important when you're looking for who that's going to be. And then the other thing is, we talk about finding a tribe, but how are you showing up? Right? Are you going to be somebody that somebody wants in their tribe?
Mhm.
Right? Because it's not just about us finding our tribe, but it's also about us being the person that they need us to be. But you have to be genuine at the same time. So finding out how being yourself and being genuine.
Mhm.
It's a growth process, I think, all the way around.
Yeah, I think it's an important point is, how are you showing up? And, it's one thing to attract that tribe, but, are you contributing to the group? How are you contributing to the group? Are you helping to, raise the vibration of the group up, or are you lowering it down by, and you could not say anything and lower the vibration of the group down. So, how do you want to show up in that group? I think is very important. And, and how you're going to contribute into that group is also very important. And, what the expectation for you that you want to get out of that group is also very important. So good points. I love it.
Yeah, and as you guys were talking, what was coming up for me was a couple things. One thing I hear from a lot of people in my tribes is how happy they are to have found us, because like in their lives, like Adam was saying, like in their family, they don't have people that they can really be themselves with. And so especially like if your spiritual gifts are awakening, or as a light worker, you might be the weird one among your circle. And so it's really important to find people that support you exactly as you are. And so I hear that a lot in our group about how glad they are that they're with us, because they just feel so isolated and like outside and then their real world, um in their circle. And then what was the other thing? There was another really important point that you guys were making that I wanted to add to. um that was one of them. Maybe I'll think of it. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add.
Your doggy's so cute.
Thanks, he missed me.
I don't have anything to add. I really hope that this helped you and hope you got something out of it. Today was short and sweet. Typically on Mondays we try to do interviews, but the last couple of weeks we've been short on some interviews. So, but we're just going to continue with it. We like doing it regardless, interviews or not. We've always got topics to talk about, and we hope that you get something out of it. So, or that you've taken something away from it.
Definitely agree. And if you guys, if there's something you want to have us discuss, please make sure you leave us a comment. We do read and respond to those. If you know someone who might be a great person for us to interview, let us know. We'd love to, suggestions as well. Again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you hit the notification button, they'll let you know when we're going to be going live. Share our channel with anyone you think might benefit from it. And we look forward to hearing from you again. Last words, anybody, before we hang out for the night?
The last thing I just thought of it was surround, like it was to add to what you guys were saying, that basically surround yourself with people who want to be around you. I used to like really try, like there's people that I thought were so cool or so like inspiring, or gurus or whatever, and I used to like want to be good enough to be in their group or whatever. And what I realized is, or even just like friends, that maybe weren't doing things necessarily, like they, weren't necessarily nice. which is kind of a weird thing to say. Like I had friends who weren't nice to me, but it happens, right? And so, you know, find people who like you and who want to be around you. And there are going to be people that like you and want to be around you, even if it doesn't seem like it. Because like I said, for a long time, I just thought like I was never going to find people who actually liked me for me, like a tribe, but maybe one or two people, but not like a lot of people. And now I have a lot of people who just like me for who I am, and it's amazing. So just wanted to, and who are nice to me and who like actually want me around. And it's awesome.
Like, yay.
Cool.
This is a good thing, right? Okay, again, guys, thank you guys. We'll look forward to sharing with you again. Hopefully see you soon. And please subscribe, share a video, and like I said, if you have anything you want to have discussions about, we are pretty much a broad span of ideals and topics, so if we don't know it, we can find out or find someone who does. Thank you guys and have a great day.
Thanks, Pamela.